Good damn afternoon, Americans. Jericho Green here with you once again. Check out one of my favorite shirts. Very seasonal. It's a picture of Mike Tyson and it says, Merry Quithmith. Oh, that's just hilarious, man. Sometimes I love my sophomoric sense of humor. Anyway, I saw a couple things that pissed me off, one more than the other. You pick. So the other day I'm at work, right? And I'm ringing this lady up and she opens up her wallet or her purse to pay and then her wallet. And she pulls out fucking EBT card. Now looking at her, oh, Jericho, you don't know her story. No, I don't fucking know her story. I don't need to know her story. Based on what I saw, this shit was fucked up. She was a late 30s woman of Latin descent, and she came in there with her daughter who was probably 12, maybe 13, had her little iPhone in her pocket, her Vans, her little nails done, nice clothes. When you ring somebody up, it shows whether they have EBT, food, and cash or whatever, one or the other. It shows their balance. So this lady had like almost $500 in food, and this is for the rest of the month, and the shit rolls over, so what you don't use gets added on to the following month. She had like $100 some in her EBT cash. Do you know what that means? That means this woman has at least $500 to buy food for the rest of the month. Today is the 22nd. How many more days left in the month? $500. Then she has $100 and some left for the rest of the month, which will be reloaded on January 1st. Why am I so pissed? Because some people do need it. For people that need it and have this icky, gross, unclean feeling when they're on the government teat and can't wait to get off, I have no problem with you. Whatever your situation is, if you need it, if you need help, I have no problem with you. It's when you abuse it is where I and tens of millions of other Americans, like I can get my ass to work, that's where we have a problem with it. So this lady looked at her maybe her late 30s, had EBT cash and food on her card. The EBT cash is like an ATM. Punch in your PIN, take out however much money you have or you want. She took out and she bought flowers and she bought food. So with the flowers, she paid cash. So I glanced and saw that she paid with a 20, had another 20, and at least another $100 bill in her wallet, buying some flowers. Check this out. I got this thing, I can't get rid of it. I try to keep it under control because, man, you know this can get you in trouble. It's called pride. Now, I don't know what's inside everybody else's mind or their heart. I only know mine. And if it gets to the point where I have to swallow my pride, and that's a big fucking horse pill, I gotta swallow my pride as a man. I gotta tuck my tail, take my hat off, and say, government, can you help me? You better believe I've exhausted every other legal means of income. I cannot wait until I don't need your help anymore. But I'm not going to be buying motherfucking flowers. I don't care if it goes to somebody's grave. I don't care if it's for an anniversary. If it's to the point where I have to beg and ask for help, I'm sticking to the essentials. So she pays cash for her flowers. Then she takes out her EBT card to pay for her spring rolls and shit. Now, what happened to old school welfare? You know, the one that came along with, shame. You had to pull out your stamps, your food stamps, count them out, get your shit that was in a cardboard container, wax-coated cardboard tub. This is before nutrition facts. So that shit just said peanut butter. You better hope and pray there was just peanuts in there. Cheese, beans, rice, shit to keep you alive. Not for you to fucking Instagram selfies with your wild-caught Argentinian shrimp that you bought on your fucking EBT. That card takes the shame and the stigma away. Shame is what gets your ass off of it. But we don't want to embarrass anybody. Never mind how embarrassing it is when I got to look at the deductions from my check and see your fucking ass with an ATM account and money for food. Imagine somebody gives you, now this is the end of the month. I've heard as high as $1,400 a month some people get for EBT. But she had almost $500 left on her card at the end of the month. Just think if somebody gave you $500 just for food at the beginning of the month. $500? Anyway, so she pays cash for her flowers and uses EBT for her fucking card. With her daughter having her iPhone, her Vans, her nice clothes, her little nails done, she's on government assistance. She is suckling and gorging herself on the enlarged veiny tit of the federal government, aka your wallet and mine. Now, this woman had her accent was thick as cold peanut butter. I could hardly understand what she was saying. Was she illegal? I don't know, but my experiences tell me yes. But we'll err on the side of caution. We'll say she was a legal immigrant. She took the test, paid the money, all that shit. She waited. She's a legal immigrant. Why are you coming here needing help? Why are you already coming here financially fucked up? This is a potluck. I need you to bring something. I need you to show up with something. I need you to bring something to the table. I don't need you showing up with a rumbling stomach and a knife and fork. I need you to have something with a lid on it. Maybe you're holding it with a dish towel or some pot holders because it's hot. I need you to bring something. I don't need you showing up hungry as fuck looking, ooh, when we gonna start eating that? No. America is a potluck. Bring something with you. Well, immigrants can't get welfare, Jericho. Shut the fuck up. Yes, they can. I saw it with these two. 2020. I get regular checkups. 2020. What did he say in Half Baked? I seen him. I seen it. Don't believe that shit when people tell you immigrants, whether legal or the illegal or legal, don't get welfare, don't get government assistance. That's a lie. When it came to people telling you that immigrants can't get on welfare, the test says that was a lie. That's what pissed me off. How are you coming here from another country fucked up? Already needing my help. You should be coming to help me. Show up with a shovel, not a lawn chair. What are you sitting on the sidelines for? Get in the fucking game. We're losing. Suit up, get your cortisone shot, get your ass in the game, man. I need help. I don't need another person riding the bench. What the fuck? How is that okay? If you're an immigrant, as soon as you apply for welfare, they should laugh at you as they strip you of your citizenship, your new citizenship, or maybe you're illegal. They should laugh as they close the door in your face and turn you over to ICE. Leave. Come back when you're ready. You're not ready for this. This is premature. You came here too early. You're not ready. You need my help when you get here? Oh, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. That's why we're going broke. They're taking care of these motherfuckers before us. Anyway, second thing I saw, not as serious, definitely on more of an entertainment tip. So, being a child of the 80s and the 90s, I remember back in the day on Friday evenings when you went to the to all you young people, anybody out there under 25, there were these things called video stores. And you would go to the store usually on a Friday or Saturday night. Fridays were better because you finished in your school week. Mom and dad been working. It's time to eat some pizza or some shit easy and watch some movies. Because back in the day, it would take like a year for the movies to go from the theater to the video store. So as a kid, I remember my brother, he's a little older than me, borrowed this videotape from this dude named Alex down the street. And it was the best of Eddie Murphy, Saturday Night Live. Wookin' Panub, all that. If you've seen it, you know what that means. Wookin' Panub and all the Wong Paces. Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood. Velvet Jones. Buckwheat, all that shit. So there was a skit. One of the characters he would do is Mr. Robinson's Neighborhood. And this was basically the ghetto spin on Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. He came in, he like took off his shoes and put on some Pumas and shit. It's fucking hilarious, right? So Eddie Murphy hasn't fucked with SNL for shit, 25 years maybe? Long time ago. So he comes back yesterday, Saturday Night Live. Eddie Murphy's triumphant return. He has his Dolomite movie on Netflix. They're wrapping up filming on Coming to America 2, which I'm in full protest of because I've been burned too many times. You make an iconic movie, wait 30 years for part 2, and it sucks shit. And especially when everything is run through the filter of 2019, I'm a pussy, I can't be offended. Men are women, women are men. What happened with Ghostbusters, right? So I'm not going to let that happen to me again. You got me. You fucking got me, Hollywood. You got me good with that Ghostbusters shit. I'm not falling for it again. So Eddie Murphy makes his triumphant return to SNL, the place where it all started. So I see on my YouTube feed, Eddie Murphy, SNL, blah, blah, or 12/21, 2019. I'm like, oh shit. This was a great skit on that video I saw. So let me check it out. What was it, 4.5 minutes? I want all that time back somehow, because it was a fucking waste. I'll put the link in the description box. You can see for yourself. Don't believe me, see for yourself. So what was it about? Racism! That's right, everybody, racism. Now we're going to play a game. The first person to let blood shoot out of their ears or a single drop of blood come from your nose over this bullshit, you lose. So he comes and he's like, hey, I've been gone for a while, boys and girls. And he's singing the Mr. Rogers song talking about my neighborhood used to be black and now it's white and the white people moved in. And he's all, that's the word of the day. Gentrification. That's when the white people spend a bunch of money and the black people he's all, it's a magic trick. The white people spend the money and the black people, poof, they disappear. Like there's no black people making enough money to live in these fucking neighborhoods. I thought hipsters came in all colors. I seen them. So anyway, it's all about, the white people, racism. He gets a knock at the door. Who is it?
Oh, it's your neighbor, Mr. Robinson. It's blah, 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 blah.
Opens the door, it's full. Then a fucking like a sweater, with no sleeves. You can see his button-up shirt underneath and his wife who's blonde. And
like, so Mr. Robinson, we had a 72-inch TV that was delivered and it's missing.
Like implying, where the fuck is my TV? And he's like, oh, you think I took it because I'm black?
Oh, no, Mr. Robinson, that's not it at all, and I'm so sorry. And his wife's like, oh, please, you're invited to our Christmas party.
And then he fucking closes the door, having made them feel guilty for being rotten, disgusting, racist white people. Then he goes over and turns on his brand new 72-inch TV. Get the joke? He really did steal it. But it was just fucking racism and white people and racism and gentrification and white people. Then, of course, we have to fan the flames of stereotypes and keep that fire roaring. Somebody always has to be manning the stereotype fire, putting coals in that furnace, making that shit burn hot. So Toward the end of the skit, he gets a knock on the door knock. Somebody knocks again. Hey, I said I didn't take your TV. Mr. Robinson, I don't know about any TV, but I took a DNA test and you're my father. So he's a philanderer. He goes around, he can't control his dick. He's just fucking a bunch of women, and he makes a joke about 23andMe. That means 23andMe means there's 23 people that think their father is me. So of course, instead of opening the door and be like, oh shit, let's figure this out, he climbs out that was his other signature move. When somebody was at the door, he didn't want to fuck with him, he climbed down the fire escape. So he climbs out the window into the skit. That could have been funny. And it turns out they just redid all of his iconic characters, Velvet Jones, all that shit. It could have been funny. It was funny before. And I went back and I watched the original one. So I wanted to make sure, is this just a continuation? Was he talking about the same thing back in the 80s when he originally did it? Nope. This is some updated 2019 shit. White people, white people. But if there was another skit where it was some poor white dude and he said, I've been gone for a while, now my neighborhood's black, and white and black people this and black people, that shit never would have made it to air, you know it. No matter how funny it was. What's good for the goose is no longer good for the gander. We could take it, but that was some sorry shit. You won't get me again, Hollywood. You motherfuckers, you won't get me again. I'm going on record right now saying that Coming to America 2 is going to be some dumbass shit. And then when it comes out, I'm going to go watch it just so I can do a review. If I'm wrong and it's hilarious, I will be right here to tell you that it was funny and I was wrong. But I doubt it. That was some bullshit. Like I said, link will be in the description box. Check it out. Tell me what you think. But I'm going to hop back into my little mini vacation, my little staycation. It's a rainy day outside, as you can see. Indoor activities, chilling, watching football. But you know how it goes. I try to be done with the left, but they just won't let me. Please subscribe. Hit that notification bell, because every time it rings, a piece of shit liberal cries. Please help me stay independent and not suckle from the engorged teat of YouTube. Get your Jericho Green notification tone. Fanatictones.com, link in the description box. Utilize the PayPal link and the Teespring link to get your green gear. I am Jericho Green. Man, I'm out.